the online response to Justin Bieber's recent release of what may be his most talked about album to date has been electrifying. Each and every lyric is being dissected. Fans are analyzing every tune in an attempt to find any hidden meanings. There are countless postings, comments, and speculations on social media from individuals who are either fervently supporting Justin or lauding the song. This isn't simply another comeback by a famous person. It appears more like a window into unresolved emotions, marital problems, and a love triangle that persists despite years of media coverage. Fans were taken aback by the album's unexpected release, which immediately caused a stir in the entertainment industry. Hashtags related to the album were popular on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok in a matter of hours. Both music critics and casual listeners soon joined the discussion as listeners attempted to connect songs, lyrics, and allusions that appeared difficult to ignore. This led to the discovery of levels of meaning that go much beyond what is often expected from mainstream music. The way Justin seems to be drawing inspiration for his songs from his personal life is what sets this album apart. It seems raw and intensely personal, yet it's also compelling. The tunes are honest, unvarnished, and raw, like pages from a private journal. Listening to them is like that. Fans are trying to figure out what he's experiencing and going through emotionally by closely listening to every word, every pause, and every note. The album's release date has also drawn a lot of criticism, according to some sources. If it was premeditated, a team skilled in creating drama and buzz had to be involved. Professionals in the music business are split. Others view it as a daring, emotional bet that few artists of this caliber would take, while others hail it as a brilliant marketing tactic. In any case, the result is obvious. Everyone is paying attention, everybody is conversing. Additionally, social media has become a battleground where fans dissect songs like intricate riddles. Theories ranging from rational explanations to outlandish imaginations abound in comment sections. However, when you take the situation into account, even the most absurd concepts become plausible. The record is much more fascinating since it operates on several levels simultaneously. It appears to be a group of nicely written pop tunes with appealing choruses and mellow melodies. However, there is something far more profound hidden underneath that smooth facade, emotionally charged storytelling that provides viewers with a glimpse into Justin's private life. The mood is established right away with the first song. It seems both familiar and unexpected, implying honesty and vulnerability that haven't been this clear in his most recent songs. His powerful voice makes it obvious that these songs weren't created for commercial success. They are intimate representations of his true experiences. Long-time followers have noticed hints of parallels to Justin's earlier career. Moments his previous albums and songs appear to be purposefully referenced in a few melodies, phrases, and vocal deliveries. This connection between the past and now gives it depth and reflects his development and the difficulties he has encountered over the years. It appears as though he is reliving past events, revealing both his past and present emotional states. Even the production decisions convey a narrative of their own. Certain instruments, noises, and effects appear to allude to certain occasions, locations, or experiences in his life. Fans are enthralled with identifying these oral Easter eggs, scrutinizing every piece of music for unspoken hints on his individual relationships and experiences. Because of this amount of detail, regular fans are becoming amateur investigators who are attempting to decipher what Justin is actually expressing. Through his songs, the record engages with the larger music landscape in an intriguing way as well. A sort of conversation that occurs just via the music itself, rather than through interviews or social media posts, appears to be sparked by certain lyrics and themes that seem to react to previous releases by other artists. This tactful method enables him to voice thoughts, feelings, or even difficulties without confronting them head-on in public, giving the album the air of an intimate discussion in which the listener is welcomed. The album's diversity represents Justin's present state of mind. While some songs are upbeat pop tunes that are simple to appreciate, others are more intricate, delving into emotional depths that could require many listenings to completely comprehend. Through the medium he is most familiar with, this mix shows an artist attempting to handle various aspects of his life, from personal hardships to the demands of being in the spotlight. In addition, certain songs bring back sounds and production techniques he hasn't utilized in years, which makes longtime fans feel both nostalgic and brand new. Ultimately, this album is much more than just a collection of memorable pop tunes. Listeners may immerse themselves in Justin Bieber's world through this multi-layered emotionally charged work, experiencing his struggles, introspection, and personal development in a way that seems real and current. It seems as though every component, from the lyrics to the instrument selection, has been thoughtfully created to convey his narrative, making it practically impossible for both detractors and admirers to ignore. It is more than simply an album. Long after the release, it continues to generate conversation because it offers an opportunity to see a side of Justin that hasn't been so publicly displayed before. Longtime fans are feeling the effects of this nostalgic atmosphere, which is bringing back fond memories but also igniting fresh debates regarding Justin's evolution over time and whether or not some listeners believe he is regressing musically. The lyrics alternate between direct admissions and enigmatic metaphors that, depending on the viewpoint of the listener, might mean different things. This seeming intentional ambiguity sustains discussions on social media sites like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and others. The album's accompanying graphics offer even more intrigue. Photographic sessions, ideas for music videos, and even the album artwork appeared to have been thoughtfully planned to attract interest and spark conversation. According to industry sources, Justin's customary approach doesn't feel the same with this album. His previous albums mostly relied on working with a number of other authors and producers, but this one emphasizes his own voice. The act of recording itself appears to be purposefully confidential, in contrast to many modern pop albums, which are aggressively teased on social media throughout creation. This project came out of nowhere with hardly any pre-release. Behind-the-scenes photos, reactions from fans have been rather split. While some fear that Justin may be disclosing too much about his personal life, others respect him for being brave and honest in exposing such a personal aspect of himself. Numerous arguments, lengthy discussion threads, and internet forums have been stoked by this division. Unusual listening habits are also being reported by streaming services. Many people are looping particular tracks again, rather than listening to the album in its entirety. This demonstrates how certain songs have a profound emotional impact and inspire fans to return time and time again to specific moments. Additionally, the album has scrutinized Justin's interpersonal ties. In an effort to learn more about how his closest friends and family are responding to these very visible disclosures, fans are examining social media posts, interviews, and public appearances. QH's inner circle is just the beginning of the ripple effect. He is being scrutinized along with other artists. Every new remark, song, or article is analyzed as a potential reaction to or analysis of the album's topics. In terms of commerce, the release is equally appealing. Analysts are attempting to forecast how Justin's total market presence, streaming figures, and sales will be impacted by the combination of music and drama. According to early indications, the debate is increasing interaction and keeping critics and admirers on all platforms. According to reports, live performances and tour schedules are also being reevaluated. The management seems to be concentrating on determining how to perform these emotionally charged songs live without detracting from their effect or making the audience uncomfortable. There has been constant media Attention, music critics, entertainment reporters, and cultural analysts are all analyzing the potential implications of this record for Justin's professional and personal development. Globally, fans are expressing their own interpretations, which represent cultural variations in how people view celebrity relationships and intimate musical storytelling. This international conversation highlights not just Justin's reach, but also how consumers' experiences of art vary according to their viewpoint and circumstance. Though music business is already feeling the impact of this record, other artists and their teams are keeping a careful eye on how both critics and fans react to a very personal approach. It's an obvious illustration of how contemporary stardom, social media, and artistic expression are entwined, generating an unprecedented degree of public interest in an artist's personal life and feelings. The narrative is far from finished. New postings, interpretations, and responses are made every day, which keeps the discussion interesting and moving. It is clear that the influence of this record won't diminish very soon because fans, reviewers, and media sources are all adding to this developing conversation. What are your thoughts on Justin's most recent release and the conversations that have surrounded it? Leave a comment with your ideas and follow along for more entertainment news and celebrity articles that will keep you informed about everything that's going on in the music industry.